We have the webmaster from Cryptome.org. Yahoo is threatening to sue them right now. Here's the Infowars.com headline from Kurt Nimmo. Yahoo threatens Cryptome over leaked surveillance document. No warrants, no nothing. The police want your data. They want your emails. They want your instant messages. It's just given for a small fee. And then I thought I would just pull one article up from a few years ago. Missouri tracks scofflaws via pizza delivery databases. In fact, give me a document cam shot of this. And it says that, and this is from many years ago, USA Today actually running an AP article. And it says, yeah, all the big pizza chains, when you call to get a pizza, they run a background check on you to let the police know where you're at. See, everything is a control grid. Face scanning cameras, license plate reading cameras, heat resonance. Remember I tell you 14 years ago how all babies in Commonwealth countries, including the U.S., were really basically a Commonwealth nation under the same agreements, had your blood taken for a DNA database. Declassified earlier this year, exactly as I told you. Because I was reading University of Texas documents, how they were one of the 4 suppositories in the country. Depository. In the nation for that information. And they're just holding your blood. And they're using it for DNA testing. Remember Dick Cheney in the September 20th, 2000 Rebuilding America's Defenses document? He said we've got to legitimize through the media the use of race-specific bioweapons. And you have the Cold Springs Harbor Human Genome Program. Remember in my film Endgame 3 years ago, I exposed Dr. Watson as a top eugenicist who doesn't believe blacks are humans. He's the discoverer of the double helix of DNA. These are the crypto-Nazis, the underground, because Hitler got all his ideas from the U.S. and England. He thanked U.S. eugenicists and British eugenicists in Mein Kampf for my struggle. And so the Human Genome Project's main goal is race-specific bioweapons. The problem is we're all so closely interrelated that, say, if Israel, which looked into this with South Africa, wants to create a race-specific soft-kill weapon or hard-kill weapon for the Arabs, they can't because so many Jewish people actually are Sephardic, and so they actually have that Middle Eastern blood, and it'll just wipe them out and kill them. And that's the problem. Well, I mean, HIV, clearly, we've had top virologists and scientists and genetic engineers on. It has the couplers for the white blood cells in black people. And Northern Europeans do not even have the couplers. It's very hard for a Northern European, and the studies are there, that whites who even have similar high-risk sex partners, especially Northern Europeans, it's very hard to get HIV. But blacks pretty much instantly get it. But I'm now digressing. The point is they're taking your blood, and if they want to create a race-specific bioweapon just for you, the state-of-the-art science is there. They just go remove the sample. They can make the bioweapon just for you and then kill you deader than a hammer. So that's how this loving system works. And so I thought we would go over some of that. But I already digress. I was just getting into the overall surveillance grid of control. They've got your blood. They've got your heat resonance scan. They're tracking you. They've got psychological algorithms on all your web surfing. In fact, I said we'd finish Al Gore. Finish up with Al Gore, and then let's get Mr. Schmidt, when he's not calling for global taxation, bragging about how they're surveilling everyone and saying it's no big deal. You're guilty until proven innocent. But first, here's Al Gore.
Success. But it is the awareness itself that will drive the change. And one of the ways it will drive the change is through global governance and global agreements. But the many business leaders who have been present here are among those taking leadership in other ways. We talked, for example, about...
We'll be right back with the final hour. Okay, here's what's going to happen. For 2 segments, I've got the webmaster of Cryptome.org really doing a great job reporting on just the open surveillance, no Bill of Rights, no Constitution. Just need to let you know what's going on there. Then the last 30 minutes, I'm going to get into the latest on Copenhagen and the EPA in line with that, saying they're going to list carbon dioxide that humans exhale, that plants live off of, that they respirate with, then they put off oxygen. That's the cycle of life. Taxing that. And Maurice Strong is on record at the UN saying, we're going to destroy industrial society, make people so poor they can't have children, then the state is going to take everyone's children at birth and raise them in government dormitories. That's also in the White House Science Czar's book, how they're going to put chemicals in the water to sterilize you and the family. It just so happens the 150 plus on average, some is over 300, chemicals added to your water supply under the product name sodium fluoride. It's not just sodium fluoride. Just so happen to sterilize all known mammal species, massively reduce fertility, and cause bone cancer, brain cancer, and attack the thyroid. So enjoy yourselves out there while you're drinking that. And, of course, if you don't believe me, just Google eco-science, calls for global government, adding chemicals to water to sterilize. You'll get AP and Reuters on that. This is your loving government. This is who runs things. This is the people who openly say they're already killing you. We're just supposed to sit here and take it and go watch the football game and go, oh, I love it that you take all the baby's blood at birth for your bioweapons program. Oh, it's so nice of you. Let's play this clip of Schmidt, then I'll jam in a few calls if we have time. Here's the head of Google, who it turned out his houses you can't see with Street View. His houses you can't see with satellite photos. His information's all protected. And he admitted 3 years ago, through a patent that Google got, that they're using the audio sensor, the microphone, and the video camera to listen to you in real time. But he said, don't worry, humans aren't. Computers are creating text, like NSA text, echelon text, that then do an algorithm to if they hear a dog barking, dog food ads pop up. Oh, you didn't know that's why that's happening? It's not just cookies of where you go. It's already in place. Just they're listening to you, openly bragging, and this is what he has to say about it on CNBC.
People are treating Google like their most trusted friend. Should they be?
Well, I think judgment matters.
Eric Schmidt is Google's CEO.
If you have something that you don't want anyone to know, maybe you shouldn't be doing it in the first place.
Oh.
But if you really need that kind of privacy, the reality is that search engines, including Google, do retain this information for some time. And it's important, for example, that we are all subject in the United States to the Patriot Act. It is possible that that information could be made available to the authorities.
What a great setup for our next guest coming up. See, from do no evil, don't be evil, to, oh, we don't surveil any of you, don't worry, it's no big deal. Just, look, we got satellite scans of all your heat residents. We're totally controlling you. We're already spiking your water supply. Ha, 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 there's nothing you can do. I mean, it's just, hey, you know, you don't deserve to live in privacy. You don't deserve. There's no Fourth Amendment. You are going to be surveilled. That's the way it is. And we're going to use microphones to listen to you in your house. By the way, you don't believe me? Just use Google. Google to use cameras in computers to surveil you. We wrote articles about that 3 years ago with links to press releases by Google. And then Yahoo came out and said, oh, our system's better. We're surveilling you better. And then, again, this is the in-your-face system. It's way past 1984. It's way past. And here's another tidbit. Notice the movies, every movie I see now has people being tasered, and it's funny. Torture is funny, and paying compliance is taught to all our police now. You can't torture Alcee Aida. They sell us on that idea, but they are torturing these people for fake confessions. But then, paying compliance, you can take a pro-lifer sitting on a sidewalk and break their arm with their bones sticking out, like I show in my film Martial Law, and the police go to federal court and they say, yeah, paying compliance. They taser people to give urine samples now. You see all the videos of a young lady that doesn't answer the questions of the police? They just knock her teeth out. Beating them in the head with clubs. That's how this world operates. They're letting you know. You're here to supply the establishment, and then we're going to euthanize you as soon as you get old. Just like the cover of Newsweek said, the case for killing Granny. They love it.